At the beginning of the story, we are shown a prison built on an island, completely surrounded by water. No prisoner has ever escaped from this prison, because only those convicts are kept here who have been sentenced to life imprisonment. We are then shown that some prisoners are being brought to this prison, and among them is a man named Edmond. Edmond is presented before the prison warden. Edmond tells the warden, "I am innocent. I have been brought here on false charges." The warden replies, "I know you've been framed. If you had actually committed a crime, you would have been locked up in some prison within the country. Only those people are brought to this remote prison against whom a conspiracy has been planned." Hearing this, Edmond is shocked and realizes that the warden is also involved with the people who framed him, because despite knowing Edmond's innocence, he is still keeping him imprisoned. The warden is a very cruel man. First, he brutally beats Edmond and then locks him inside a prison cell. The cell is very small. It has a tiny window for light and a wooden door. This door opens only once a year, when the warden enters without any reason, just to beat the prisoners. From this beating, the prisoners understand that another year of their life has passed inside the prison. Days pass, then months. Living alone in a small cell, Edmond becomes extremely disturbed. He cannot understand how he will spend the rest of his life in this tiny cell. One day, fed up with this hell-like life, he decides to take his own life, but he stops himself because Edmond believes in God and hopes that one day God will give him justice. However, after spending 12 years in the prison, even his faith in God begins to fade. Edmond is completely broken because he is serving a punishment for a crime he never committed. He starts believing that he will remain locked here for his entire life. Then one day, suddenly, the ground of his cell begins to rise from below. Edmond panics, thinking it might be a ghost, but moments later, he sees an old man emerging from beneath the ground. This old man had come to the prison in his youth, but after spending many years here, his hair has turned white. Even after all these years, he has not been freed. In reality, this old man lives in the cell beneath Edmond's and has been digging a tunnel for the past 5 years to escape the prison. But while digging, he realizes that he has been digging in the wrong direction and has accidentally reached Edmond's cell. The old man stands on Edmond's shoulders and looks out through the window at the open sky. Seeing the sky, he becomes emotional and says, "Today, after 16 years, I have seen the sky." With the arrival of the old man, Edmond finally gets a companion to talk to. Living alone for 12 years had affected Edmond's mental health, but now he finally has someone. The old man says, "I was digging in the wrong direction for 5 years, but after seeing the sky, I now know which way to dig." He tells Edmond, "If you help me dig the tunnel, I will teach you science, mathematics, and reading and writing."